What's going on, guys? Andrew Piluk Hockey here. I am back with another video. Today we're going to be looking at NHL playoff percentages, which teams have the highest percentage of making the playoffs, which teams are kind of on the outside looking in but still have a chance at making the playoffs. We're going to go through all the percentages here. I have them in front of me. I'm using a website called sportsclubstats.com/NHL. So they just have all these percentages. I can't exactly figure out how they got the percentages, how they added it up, but the thing is a lot of these percentages look pretty accurate, to be honest with you, and I think that when we go through some of these teams, you'll agree with the percentages of making the playoffs, and maybe you have your own opinion, or maybe you have your own way of getting statistics when it comes to percentages of making the playoffs. So leave those down below, and let's just see if we agree with the percentages. And you know, I think it's cool to see what this website thinks, how many teams they believe are already in. So let's get right into it. I'm going to start off with the teams that they believe are like the highest chance of making the playoffs, which you guys will be able to guess some of them. But they have Tampa Bay as 100%. It literally says in instead of a percentage. They have 100 points right now. They've been killing it all season. They've been my pick to win the Stanley Cup since the beginning of the season. And for them to be at 100% basically in the playoffs, not a surprise. I'm not sure if they've clinched yet. I'm recording this video on March 15th. If it says in, I'm wondering if they have already clinched a playoff spot, because I know some teams it's basically like a guarantee. So let me know if your team has clinched already out of any of these teams, because I haven't seen any tweets or anything about it, but it says Tampa Bay 100%. Next they have Nashville, who also has 100 points, I believe. They say they're 100% in. Not a big shocker there. Nashville has been fantastic, and they've been leading their division. Boston also has 100%, because we're getting at the top teams in the league here. Boston is pretty much running away with their position. They're not going to lose out on their spot, I believe. What are they, like second in the division? They're not going to lose their spot. They also have Vegas as 100%. They have 95 points. They're in a playoff spot. They're pretty much locked in, which is absolutely incredible the way Vegas has been playing. Whether or not they can get back to first place in the entire Western Conference, I'm not sure it's going to happen. Nashville has been just amazing. So it's cool to see Vegas as they have them pegged as 100%. The next team is my Toronto Maple Leafs. They have them in as 100%. Again, the East, it's like there's certain teams that are running away with it because of the divisions, and Toronto, Boston, and Tampa are almost guaranteed to be locked in the positions they're in right now. I could see Boston possibly passing up Tampa Bay, and then the first round matchup would be Toronto versus Tampa, but we'll have to see. Boston's not very far behind, and yeah, there's not too many games left, but Toronto being at 100%, not a big shocker. Same with the next team, Winnipeg. They're also pegged in. I didn't mean to say that. They're, even though, you know, no pun intended, whatever, Winnipeg is in, according to this website, at 100%. They have been a great team as well. Patrick Laine has been scoring goals left and right. Wheeler, Scheifele, Ehlers. Their defensive core is great. Their goaltending has been great. Them being at 100%, not a big surprise. They're pretty much a lock to be a team to be reckoned with in the playoffs. They are going to do some damage. Next, they have Washington at 99.7%, which basically is 100% if you round it up. They're going to be in the playoffs again. Certain teams here, they're just locks almost every single year because of the players they have, the talent, the group that they put together. They have Pittsburgh as 99.5%. Again, back-to-back Cup champs. They're fighting right now. I've got the standings as well. They're pretty much locked in. If we look at it, they have 85 points right now. It's the same thing. Washington has the same amount of points as them. They're locked in. No big surprise there. The one that has a very, very high percentage is Philadelphia, that I was a little bit on the fence with. They have them as 91%. And again, let me just mention this. Like I told you, it's March 15th I'm recording this. This is probably going to be uploaded on March 15th. If you're watching this on the 16th, even the 20th, the 21st, whatever, these numbers will change. The percentages will change. But I make these videos because then you can come back and watch this video and say, oh, like this number changed. They're not even guaranteed a playoff spot at this point. We know there's, 13 games or less left until the playoffs, which is super exciting. Lots of playoff streams coming. I'll let you know more about that. But these numbers are going to change, and I feel like Philadelphia, they could go lower or higher, obviously. But I feel like they're a team that it's like they're not guaranteed to stay where they are. 91% though, that's a pretty good chance for them to make the playoffs, and I would agree with that. Looking at the standings, they do have a chance though where that could change. San Jose is at 89%, 89.8, so they're pretty much a lock according to this website. They have Minnesota pegged in at 84.1%. Minnesota has had Eric Stahl help them quite a bit. How many points does Minnesota have? 85. Just going to look at where they are in the standings. They're currently, I would assume that they're probably going to be into. But again, these numbers could really change because there's a lot of teams that are close together, like Los Angeles being next up at 81%. They've been good. They're a team that's looking to get that number up. They want to win some games here late in the stretch. This is where the hockey is going to get really good right before the playoffs. All these teams are really going to be pushing for a playoff position, and a lot of these teams I'm going to mention here are in the thick of things at trying to make the playoffs. Like I mentioned, Los Angeles, New Jersey, who won 8-3 last night against Vegas. Big win for them, 77.4%, and it's saying that their percentages went up by 12%, and I'm not sure if it was after that game or in the last couple games, but like I'm telling you, these percentages can drop so quickly, and you can go up or down by like 12%. So by tomorrow, some of these teams who are at like 80 could go down into the 70s. So that's why it's like you gotta keep an eye on this website, keep an eye on this video, and compare it. Or do your own research, whatever. Like I said, sportsclubstats.com/NHL. So this is really fun. I like these percentages, like New Jersey going up 12% to around 77. Then you got Colorado with a 76% chance. What a story they have been. Columbus, 68.5%. Florida at 59.3%. So all of these teams are like in the pack. They're like basically just over the hump of like, damn, there's a 50-50 shot of us making the playoffs here. You're getting into that right now. Anaheim, did I say Dallas at 53? I can't remember. But Dallas being at 53%. And getting back to Florida, they've been on a tear. They're at 59%, but their percentage dropped by about 5%. So we'll have to see if they can hold on and make get into a playoff spot and make the playoffs. Dallas, like I said, 53.7%. They dropped another 2% after the Leafs game last night. Luckily, they got a point there, though. Going back to Anaheim, 53.2%. They went up by 6%. Again, I'm not sure how that works, but it was a win after Vancouver. They beat Vancouver 3-0. So Anaheim's looking to get back and play some good hockey here. They're currently just sitting on the outside. So looking at a team like Anaheim, 82 points. They're just sitting outside. That's why their percentage is only around 53%, because it's almost like a 50-50 shot of them being in or out. Then we're getting to some of the teams that are on the outside looking in here. I wanted to bring up a couple. Literally, there's two left that I wanted to mention real quick. So St. Louis is at 42%, so they're just on the outside. Even after trading Stastny, they have like a little bit of a chance. Then you've got Calgary, who's at 20%. So Calgary, if we look at where they are in the standings, they have 80 points, and they're just on the outside. So you could really make a difference with a couple wins. That's why these numbers could literally jump so quickly after a couple wins, even after one win. So the teams that are kind of like on the bubble are teams like Calgary, St. Louis, Anaheim, Dallas, and Florida. Those are the teams they're going to be looking that are going to make a huge push to win games. Obviously, every team wants to win, except for the teams that might be tanking for Dahlin or Rasmus Dahlin, however you pronounce it. I will be making a video on that as well. But I thought I'd bring up these cool numbers again. Sportsclubstats.com/NHL. This isn't some sort of promotion, paid promotion, whatever. I just thought it'd be a cool video to make. I will have another video that I'm posting about percentages to win the Stanley Cup. That will be probably in a couple days. Like I mentioned, lots of videos coming up. I'll probably be posting 2 or 3 videos today, hopefully, if everything goes right. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about this video. Let me know if these stats seem realistic to you, which of these teams you think will make the playoffs, which will miss the playoffs. And yeah, if you guys have any recommendations for videos, leave them down below. If you like this video, please like the video. That really helps if you like it. So commenting as well really helps. Subscribe if you're new. I'd love to have more hockey conversations with you. Lots of hockey videos and streams coming up. The playoffs are coming up, and last year I was streaming almost every single game with Audie, and we had a lot of fun, especially in the Stanley Cup Finals. We were doing lots, but we discovered that the streams are a lot of fun with everybody talking about hockey and especially the playoffs. So let me know what you guys think. I'll see you in the next video stream. Peace.